This will be the next class of your FRM, finance and accounting subject. So this would be the next class of your final accounts. Also, I have taught you in my last class the ledger, the formats of final accounts, right? Just go through. I'll just show you what I have explained in my last class. Opening stock purchases, right? So there's all or nothing but the trading account structure. This has been asked in your exam also, internal exam also. I hope it is clear to all of you. Just a format it is. You need to go through them. Trading account format, it is related to all manufacturing expenses and manufacturing incomes as such, manufacturing related incomes and expenses. Here in of profit and loss, all office related expenses and losses you're going to take, and incomes and gains you're going to take. Expenses and losses office related, you're going to take it on the debit side. Expense related, office related incomes and gains, you're going to take it on the credit side. In balance sheet, you're going to take the liabilities and assets. Liabilities are nothing but the due. You are liable to pay the amount to the parties, right? Whereas assets are nothing but what you have in your hand or what you have in your company, what you own. All are nothing but your assets. Let's do this problem. Um, so that I'm going to explain you in detail the structure, right? So from the following information, prepare the final accounts for the year ended 31st March 2014. So here it has given the he has given you the format of your trial balance, particulars amount. So what you are going to do, you are going to check out which all the items belongs to where. Okay, let's go one by one. Cash in hand. Cash in hand is nothing but it's an asset to the company. Now asset, if you see this format, cash in hand is where on the asset side of balance sheet. It will not go either in the trading account or in profit and loss account because it's an um, asset as such. Okay, it's not an expenditure what you make. The another one is building. Building is nothing but it's an asset also, because it is something company own. So next is building is an asset, so it will go in the balance sheet. Drawings basically what you do. If you check here what we're doing, building, you can see here building is an asset. Drawings, what you do, you minus it from the net profit. Okay, you need to subtract it from the net profit, that is the thing. Next is creditors, the liability. These are the suppliers. These people are the suppliers who supply material to you. So you are liable to pay. You are liable to pay the. Next is creditors. I said these are the suppliers to the company, so we need to pay them back. So that is the reason. So liability is a short-term liability, so it will come in the balance sheet liability side. Bad debts. Bad debts are nothing but these are the irrecoverable debts. Suppose I have supplied raw material, or I have given some amount to a person to whom I it's an the amount cannot come back at all. Either he died or he took my money and ran off. So it is an irrecoverable loss for me, isn't it? That cannot be recovered. So if a person has died or he's ran off by taking my money, so that are the loss for the person as such. So it is an irrecoverable amount. So it's a loss. Where loss will go, as I said, it will go in the office related. It will be if a person, if you're giving a due to somebody, if you're supplying the raw material, so it will come in the profit and loss. So here bad debts, if you can see here bad debts are there. So anything it's bad or irrecoverable, that has to be taken in the profit and loss account. So it will go in the profit and loss account. Postage, it's an expenditure. Where it is, if you see here, postage will be there. Okay, it is an expenditure, so it will come on the debit side of profit and loss account. Next is printing. Printing is also a expenditure. It will also come in the office related profit and loss profit and loss account. Discount allowed is nothing but you are paying the discount, so it's an expenditure for you. Okay, so discount allowed means discount paid, it's an expenditure, so it will come on the profit and loss debit side. Stock on 31st March 2014. 31st March 2014 means over here it is a okay, it is a closing stock. Okay, so uh, it is a closing stock. So here what happens, if anything such information has been given, closing stock will be related to the asset. Okay, so if it has been given here, that means it's an asset and you need to take it on the asset side of balance sheet. Next is furniture. Furniture is an asset, so it will come on the asset side of balance sheet. Capital is a liability. As such, you can see over here where we have taken a liability capital on the liability side. If you can check behind below reserve fund, it's an capital, so it will be going over there. Wages, it's an expenditure. This is wage you pay to the laborers, right? So it is related to manufacturing, so you are going to take in the trading account. Next is debtors. Debtors are nothing but like creditors are the suppliers to you. Debtors are the persons to whom you supply the raw material, so they are due to you, they need to pay amount to you, isn't it? So that is the reason it's an asset for you. If you give amount, it should come back to you, right? So once it has come back to me, it's an asset for me. Okay, it's a short term asset. Miscellaneous expenses are nothing but petty expenses which will be related to the office, so it will come in the profit and loss debit side where all the expenses takes place. Insurance, it is an expenditure, it's a profit and loss expenditure, so it will come on the profit and loss debit side. If you can see, in printing here, it's stationery, bad debts. Yeah. What was next one? Insurance is there, it's an expenditure, it will come here. Okay, here you can see behind beside behind or below audit fees and all, fourth fifth one, insurance it is, so it is a profit and loss expenditure. Next is dividend discount received and how. Discount allowed, you're going to take it on the debit side of PNL account. Discount received, you need to take it on the credit side of PNL account. Rent and rates, profit and loss debit side, because in an expenditure. Rent and rates, it's an uh, income. It's rent and rates, it's an expenditure. Discount received, it's an income, you're going to take it on the credit side of profit and loss account, because it's something profit you have received. Loan from rent and rates means an expenditure, so you're going to take it on the debit side of PNL account. Loan from X is nothing but basically loan which you take from the either party. Okay, which says that it is very much helpful to discount receipts and income, so it will come on the credit side of profit and loss account. It is related to office, that is the reason it will come on the profit and loss credit side. If you can see over here, discount received, just you need to remember this, and you should know which item goes where. Okay, machinery is nothing but an asset, so it will definitely go on the asset side of balance sheet. Capital is where we have written, if you can see over here, capital is nothing but on the below the reserve fund, so you're going to write down the capital over there only. Cash, 10,000, cash also you're going to take it on the credit side of uh, profit and loss account. Okay, so over here in so loan from X, rent and rates is nothing much an expenditure, so we are going to take it on the Debit side of P&L account, loan from X means you have taken a loan from him. Okay, you have taken a loan from him and you have to repay back him. So it's nothing but it's a liability for you. You need to pay back the amount, right? Carriage is nothing but carriage is nothing but it's an expenditure of uh, uh, it's an expenditure related to profit and loss account. So we are going to take it on the profit and loss account as such. Okay. Carriage is an expenditure. Carriage is related to always the here it is carriage and all. Here it will be profit and loss debit side. Okay. Return onward is nothing but purchase return. Purchase return, what you do is instead of selling it off, you used to keep it. And here if you see this, carriage is an expenditure. Stock, this was if you see the dates, 31st 3 2014, 31st 3 2014, this means that is its closing stock. And only stock if he has given, that means it's an opening stock. Okay. And apart from this, if at all one more stock has been given, you need to understand it is an opening stock. That means if the stock is remaining at the year, that means another stock will be definitely the stock that was there at the opening of the year. Next one is return outward. Return outward means when you purchase and return, it will go out, right? When the return will go out, when you purchase and return it, isn't it? So it is going out. You need to understand like this. You used to remember like this. So it's a purchase return. So purchase return, what we do, if you see this format, from purchases we deduct the returns, we subtract the returns. That means what we are subtracting is purchase return. So here also it is a purchase return. So what you are going to do, we are going to subtract it. Okay. What's in another one? Return inward. From where we are going to subtract it? It's from the purchases. Here it is 1,40,000 purchases are there. From that you need to deduct 4,600. Okay. Next one is return inward. Return inward means it's an opposite of return outward. If outward is nothing but purchasing and going out, that means return inward means we are selling and it is coming inside. They are returning us. Okay, that is nothing but return inward. So you are going to deduct this 3,000 from 2 lakhs as such. Okay, on the credit side of trading account. Next is outstanding expenditure. Outstanding expenses are nothing but the amount that is due and you have not paid it in the same year. It is carrying. Okay, you have not paid it, so it will come in the balance sheet. Okay, remember this. Whenever he gives you outstanding expenses, that means it's an expenditure. It's an expenditure. So you need to carry forward from the last year. You have not used it in the same year, so you need to carry forward from the last year. Suppose you have not paid, as I said example just now, of November and December I have not paid the rent, so that need to be paid in the January, right? This November and December, so that is nothing but due amount I have not paid. It's an expenditure for me, but still if it is carry forward, it will become a liability. If it is carry forward, remember this. If you are paying in the same year, it is an expenditure. If you are not paying in the same year and you are carry forwarding in the next year, that will become a liability. Okay, so here that means this is an expenditure of 2013. Here he has given you 2014 data. Outstanding expenditure means it is not of the same year, it is of the last year which has not been paid, so that will become a liability. Remember this. So it will come on the liability side of balance sheet. Next is purchases. Purchases will come, as I said, it will come on the debit side of trading account. Next is bills payable. Bills payable is nothing but a promissory note that will be given for paying the amount as such. So it's a liability which you need to pay them. Okay, so it will come on the liability side of balance sheet, bills payable. Okay, so let's start doing this problem one by one. so that you will understand it much better. So let me write down over here what's the name of the person. Trading account. He has not given any person name as such. What you're going to write down over here is trading and profit and loss account of, name has not been given, of Mr. So and so for the year ended. This is the format, guys. For the year ended 31st March 2018. There was no place 14. That is the reason I am writing here. And another one is balance sheet of Mr. So and so as on 31st March 2014. So here what you're going to write down is particulars amount, particulars amount, liabilities. This is structure, guys. Assets amount. So let's start doing it. Cash in hand. First of all, let's take down all the items of trading account. What the first one you need to take is all the time opening stock. As I said, this is the opening stock. If it is being given date 31st March 2015, 31st March, we need to prepare final accounts of those on the same date. That means it's a closing stock. That means the another one, what is stock is nothing but your opening stock. So here opening stock is 36,000. So let's take that first. To opening stock, $36,000. What's the next one? So let's move to the next one. Next item of trading account is, if you see this line, billing, creditors, bad debts, postage, printing, discount allowed, this all will not come in the trading account. Furniture, capital, wages will come in the trading account. And one more thing, guys, in my last class I have taken stock on the both the sides, on trading credit and balance sheet asset side. But here if it is given in this table, that is in the what we call trial balance, you need to take only on the asset side. If it is given in the adjustment will is nothing but which will be given at the end of the problem, a separate heading as adjustment, that you need to take. If at all he has given you closing stock bolke there, you need to take twice, that is trading credit and the balance sheet asset, as I have done in my last class. But here he has not given it separately, he has given only on the in the trial balance only. Okay, this is nothing but trial balance what he has given you. So this will come only on the asset side of balance sheet. So wages is another one which will come on the uh, trading account. So let's write down the wages also. To wages, the amount is 16,000. What's the next one? Debtors, miscellaneous expenses are it's a part of profit and loss account. Insurance is a profit and loss account. Discount received is a profit and loss account. Rent, loans, all are profit and loss. Carriage is an trading account item. So let's take carriage also. No, carriage is on here. It's a carriage outward. Whenever it is a carriage inward, if he has given you, you need to take in the trading account. If he has given you carriage outward, that means it is a profit and loss amount. Okay, remember this. Carriage outward means it will be a part of profit and loss account. Carriage inward means it's a part of trading account. Stock, it's an opening stock what we have taken. Return outward means you need to subtract it from purchases, as I said. Okay, so let's do this. But how much is the purchase? 1,40,000 minus you need to do 4,600. So let's take that to purchases 1,40,000 minus returns. What's the return amount? 4,600. So how much if you deduct it? It will be 1,35,400. Okay, this is how you need to do. Purchases minus purchase return. You need to do return outward. I'll write. Okay, it will come. The remaining balance you need to write in the outer column. Okay, I hope I made it clear. What's another one? Return inward. Return inward means you need to take sales. Sales are how much? 2 lakhs. Okay, 2 lakhs will go on the credit side of trading account. So let's take that by sales. What's an amount? 2 lakhs. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros minus you need to take the return inward. It's nothing but sales return. What has been given. So if you check this, return inward is nothing but 3,000. So let's deduct that 3,000 from this. If you deduct this, it will be 1,97,000. Okay, one more zero will be there. Just make it clear. 1,97,000. 1,97,000. What's the next one? We have taken all the items of trading account now. If you check this once more, we have taken all the amounts of trading, so we need not to take any more. Okay, so let's close down the account now. What I have shown you, the next procedure will be closing down the account. So let's close down the account. This is how you need to close both the sides. Total it up. Which side is more you need to see. See here it is 36, 16, 1,35,400. So obviously if you add these two, it will be some 52,000 something. So here it will be profit. Okay, so 1,97,000. See, if your credit side is nothing but your income. If your income is more than your expenses, that means it's a profit. Okay, if something is left over 1,97,000, if you subtract this, you are going to be left over with 9,600. If you may out of this, if you have made these all expenditures also, you will be left over with profit assets. This is nothing but you need to name it as, basically it will be a profit. If it is a manufacturing profit, you need to name it as to gross profit carried down. So the total you need to write down 1,97,000 of both the sides. Here also it has become 1,97,000. This is nothing but your balancing figure. Okay, BF is nothing but balancing figure. Now gross profit of trading account will become the brought down, carry down of trading account will become the brought down of profit and loss account. So from here, as the trading account is closed, from there only profit and loss account will be started. So by gross profit brought down 9,600. Okay, so here it will be, you need to take the other items. What are the other items? Let's take the other item for profit and loss items now. Cash in hand is an asset, building is an asset, drawings is a liabilities are you need to subtract it from the capital, creditors is a liability, bad debt is nothing but it's an expenditure what you make. Okay, so let's take on the, it's a loss, as I said, it's an irrecoverable debt which you cannot receive it, so you're going to take it on the debit side of profit and loss account, because loss you are going to take it over here to bad debts. What's an amount? 2,000. Okay, What's next one? Postage also will come on the, it's an expenditure of office, so it will also will come on the postage and telegram. That means you telegram the things, all the documents and all, isn't it? So it will come on the debit side, so let's take that also. To postage and telegram, you need not to, because it's not written. 800. What's the next one? Printing, 3000. Printing is also an expenditure, it's not an asset, okay, or not it is related to machinery, manufacturing. So it's an profit and loss item, so we are going to take in profit and loss account. To printing, 10,000. What? 3000. What's next one? Discount allowed is nothing but discount paid. It's office related expenditure. It is, you are paying a discount on to a person. If he has paid you a sales amount on time and all, you provide them discount, so it's an expenditure, so you're going to take it on the debit side. So let's take that also on the debit side. To discount allowed, discount I am going to write down short form because it will take much place. 4000. What's the next expenditure? Stock, it will come on the asset. Furniture, capital, wages, debtors, these all are related to other accounts. What next is miscellaneous expenses and insurance. The other 1, 2, 3, 4 all are related to profit and loss account, because miscellaneous is nothing but PT expenses which you make. Insurance is related to the product, on your product only you're going to insure the things, right? Discount received is nothing but income which you receive from the when you have paid things on time, they are going to provide you discount, the people, salesman and all, so it's an income for you. Rent and rates is an expenditure, it will come on the debit side of profit and loss account. Let's take all of them. To miscellaneous expenses, what's an amount? 1400. What's the next one? Insurance. What's an amount? 4400. To rent and taxes, what's an amount? 9000. So if you add them all, we have taken all of them, almost all of them. That thing is left over. Carriage outward is also there, I am not taking that. Let's take carriage outward also. To carriage outward, what's an amount? 6000. Thing, anything left over now? So no, we have taken almost all the items, nothing is left over. So now what you're going to do, we are going to close down the profit and loss account. One more thing, what I said you is discount received, no, it's an income, that also we need to take it down. By discount received, what was the amount? If you check over here, it is 2000, so we are going to take it over here, 2000. If you total it up, your debit side is coming 30,600 total. Your debit side is coming 30,600 total. If you subtract 11,600, you will get 19,000. See guys, here above it was 1,97,000 debit side. Your credit side was 1,97,000, debit side was less, so we have written gross profit. But here your debit side is more, this is 30,600 and here it is only 11,200, so it is definitely a loss. So 19,000 difference is there. It is only 11,600, whereas here on the debit side it is 30,600, so it is nothing but definitely a loss. By, you are going to name it as net loss transferred to, you are going to write down capital account. Okay, so here 30,600. So this is where the profit and loss account is closed. Now we are going to move on to the asset side of, you are going to move on to the balance sheet. Okay, So now let's take all the items. So you need to subtract. If it's a profit, you're going to add it. If it's a loss, you're going to subtract it. Okay, in my last class, I have shown you the problems of profits. Okay. Now let's take all the items of assets and liabilities. The very first one is cash in hand. Cash in hand is an asset, so it will come on the asset side of liability. So let's take uh, cash in hand. The amount is 14,000. As I said, you need to take the next one is net loss also. The so very first thing you're going to take capital. Capital, how much he has given you in the question is, if you see capital is somewhere over here 1,20,000. So you need to take that 1,20,000 minus the net loss. Okay, so 1,20,000 as a capital, 1,20,000 minus net loss is how much? 19,000 we got. If you subtract this, you will get 1,01,01,000. Okay. Now, as I said, drawings also you need to subtract. If you see my this format, what we are doing over here, capital. If it is a profit, we are adding. If it is a loss, you need to subtract. Plus drawings also. Okay. So you need to deduct the drawings also, minus drawings if you're not in any question, if any in the question he has given you. So drawings also there. How much it is the drawings? If you see this question, drawings are how much? 80,000. Okay, so we take that 80,000 also. So yeah. So what is remaining, that you are going to take in the outer columns. 20,000 is remaining if you subtract it. Okay. So now let's take the all the other items. Now buildings is an asset, so building goes on the asset side. How much are the buildings? 8,000. What's the next one? Drawings we have subtracted. Creditors is a liability. Okay, suppliers. So we're going to take it on the liability side. How much it is? 66,000. And the next one, bad debts over, postage over, printing over, discount allowed over, stock we need to take, right? 53,000. Closing stock. Stock on 31st/2014 means it is a closing stock. So let's take the closing stock. How much it is? 52,000. What's the next one? Furniture 5,000. So let's take furniture also over here. Furniture 5,000. What's the next one? Capital wages over debtors 60,000. So it's a debtors are nothing but they are the people who are supposed to give you the amount. They are due to you. Debtors are nothing but 60,000. And the next one, debtors are over, miscellaneous omission and discount receipt. Loan from X. Loan from X means you have taken a loan from the other party. So you are liable to pay to them, right? So it will come in the liability side. So loan from X. So let's write down. Amount is 42,000. What's the next one? Carriage or over, stock over. Stock will come, opening stock will come only in the trading account. Inward sales, outstanding expenses. Like we said, outstanding is nothing, right? Suppose I have not paid in 2020 November and December amount. So in 2021, in January or in February, whatever it is, that remains that November and December are you have not paid it. If the year you are crossing, certain expenditures and certain incomes are there. If you are crossing a year and you have not paid also, if you have not received also, that will become a adjustment, and simultaneously the liability is already asset if it is carrying in the next year, new year. Remember this, okay? So it is an adjustment. So it will come on the liability side of balance sheet. Then amount 2000. Okay, so we have taken almost all the items now. Yeah. Bills payable 8000 is remaining. Bills payable is also a liability. The amount is 8000. So now if you total it up on both the sides, so both the sides it is coming to 1,39,000. This means that whatever you have done, everything is right. That means posting and all. The thing that has to go where you have posted that thing accordingly. So that if it is right, then your balance sheet will tally, and it has to tally. If it is not tallying, that means you have made somewhere some mistake. Okay. So this is what it is. So opening stock, wages, just go through it. Okay, opening stock is nothing but the stock which we start the business, which we use at the starting of the year and all. That will become the opening stock. Now this closing stock is there, no, that will become the opening stock of the next year. Okay, remember this. Wages, purchases, returns, you need to subtract. Return inward, whatever returns are there, you need to subtract. Then the expenses of the office, you're going to take it on the debit side, and incomes of the office, you're going to take it on the credit side. So gross profit which you have carried forward from the manufacturing level, you got a profit, so you're carrying into the office 9600. But your expenditures are so many that it has it is over of, if you see, this is of this one, this is of this one, this is of this one. Okay, so it means if it is your expenses are going beyond your income, so it will be a loss for the company. So 19,000 loss for them. So if it is a profit, you're going to add them. If it is a loss, you're going to subtract. So as I got loss of 19,000, I am subtracting it. So after subtracting it, I am left over with 1,01,000. So after deducting 1 lakh, after getting 1,01,000, I'm subtracting the drawings also, if at all any are there. Always, if at all in the question he gives the drawings, you need to subtract definitely from the capital account, and the assets net profit always will be added, or net loss, if at all it is there, it will be deducted. Drawings, it is always the thing, like you have to subtract it. Okay, so you will get 21,000 as such. You got the creditors are nothing but the suppliers to the company, so you need to pay them on time, isn't it? So if you have not paid it, if you are not paid, you are liable to pay them, isn't it? So that will come on the liability side. A loan from, like, since you have taken a loan from a certain party called X, but you have not returned him. So here also morals, attitude, that matters a lot. How you are able to repay back your loans and all. Okay. Next is outstanding expenditure. This is very important, guys. I'm telling again and again. If at all there are certain expenses, or if you see this, I'm just going to explain you this in a better manner. A adjustment. If you study it, we know that business is going concern. It has been carried on indefinitely. At the end of every accounting year, the trader prepares the trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet. While preparing this financial statement, sometimes the trader may come across certain problems. Okay, they may not end up by getting the proper records up to the mark. So the expenses of the current year may still be payable, or the expenses of the next year have been prepaid. Suppose, as I said, November December month, I have not paid the amount in the in the next year also, in 2021 also, it will be a due amount. So such things, if they are carried forward, that will become outstanding. It will be considered as a liability. If certain things like you are paid next 6 months salary, so next year 6 months salary also you are paid. So something which is going beyond a limit and crossing the borders and going the next year also, that means it's a profit for the company, so you're going to take it on the asset side of your account asset, balance sheet assets. Okay, I hope I made it clear here also. I tried my best to clear it. So if you have any doubts regarding this and all, so here, see, if you see this, outstanding expenditure will be a point here. Expenditure due but not paid. Outstanding expenses given in trial balance, it should be only on the liability side of balance sheet. Okay, so that is what we did. It's given in the trial balance, so we are going to take only on the liability side of balance sheet, nowhere else. Okay, so that is what we have done according to the procedures that has to be followed. So I hope I made it clear the problem to all of you, and I have recorded this videos before only, this one. These problems I have done in my last class, but in the beginning I said I'm starting the new, like after format only I'm starting the new problem. I said no, it will be the second class. These problems I have done in my last class, and I need to upload it on the YouTube. I'm telling it again, guys. If anything is being given in the last, this is an adjustment. I didn't specify it here as an adjustment, but this will be an adjustment only. If you do this, if you can write, just write it as adjustments. Okay, if certain things has been given at the end of the question, that means it has been carried forward to the next, from the last year to current year. So that is the reason it will be written as adjustment, and it will come twice. One is on the trading credit side, the other is on the asset side of balance sheet. So just cooperate with me. I'm doing my best to make you explain the entire finance and subject. You know what? It's very difficult to draw the tables and all on a writing pad and all. Just doing on a board and going off, it is much easier. But here it is a bit difficult. So try to cooperate. And if you have any doubts regarding any of the problems, just to text me. Okay, message me or WhatsApp me. Try to follow the format, that these are the formats that you need to follow. Try to uh, follow these formats, and try to understand it. Okay, see all of you guys. Bye all of you.